Tommy Bruner with PremierGuitar.com, and I'm going to be demoing the Road Rage True Bypass 8-channel looper. I'm playing an 06 Fender Eric Clapton Strat through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe amp. The Road Rage is incorporated into my pedal board. There are 7 effects plugged into it. There's one effect on the board that is not, and that's because that effect is on all the time. That's a Telenordia TA100 overdrive that I use as part of my basic sound. The units that are plugged into the looper, in order, are a Boss Blues driver, a CMAT Mods Brownie Distortion, an old DoD FX65 chorus, a Retrosonic phaser, a Catalan bred semaphore tremolo, and a Retrosonic analog delay. Each one is plugged into a separate channel. The idea behind the looper is, number one, everything is laid out right in a row. It's very easy to get to. And number two, each unit is plugged individually into your signal chain, so when that channel is off, the unit is completely bypassed. It's not even in your signal chain, so you can avoid a lot of the signal degradation that you get when you plug one unit into the next, into the next, into the next. So let me show you how this works. We'll start with my basic tone, which is just the Telenordia overdrive. As you can see, it's set for clean with a bit of an edge. Now I'm going to start kicking in one by one the pedals. This is the Boss Blues driver. Adds a little bit more edge, a little bit of grit. Okay. The next is the Brownie Distortion, which is a little bit of a heavier distortion. Okay. Next in line is the chorus. Okay. Next in line is the phaser. This one is used, I use slide on this a lot. Okay, next is the tremolo. And last is the delay. As you can see, everything sounds very, very clean and present and very clear. That's because you're not running through every single pedal all the time. As you can see, there are 2 lights that are on all the time. These channels are not used, and what I've done is I've bridged the ins and outs on those channels with short patch cables. That's so if I accidentally step on one, it will not cut the signal out. These lights are very, very bright. If you stare directly at them for too long, you'll see spots, but that's okay because you can see them in direct sunlight, and usually that's a really big problem for musicians. But these show up just perfectly. I mostly use these as pilot lights because they help tell me exactly where I'm at, which switch I'm stepping on. Jeff at Road Rage actually custom built this particular unit for me. Normally the ins and the outs are in the back on either side. I had him place them on the front toward the left side because that helped eliminate over a foot of cabling on the inside of my pedal board. And he did that with no extra charge. The switch on the right is actually set up to be an auxiliary channel, and it's bridged right now, but it's also designed to be wired to a couple of jacks on the side of the board in case I need to plug an outboard unit in. It would make it very convenient. There's also a DC jack on that side, so all I would have to do is just plug the unit in and I could use it through this system. Also, the idea behind this is that all of your effects units are on all the time. They're plugged into individual channels on the looper, so these switches become the on and off switches for your pedals. Road Rage offers lots of different sizes of these, and they also make a variety of other things, A, B switches. You can get these with tuner outs if you desire. They do a lot of custom work. One of the best things about this unit for me personally is it allowed me to design a pedal board where all of the effects, except for the long short switch for the delay, are enclosed and out of sight. It's really important if you play places, especially where there aren't stages, because you get careening dancers or you may get light rain outdoors. This way, all of the actual units are protected. This will really clean up your sound a lot. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking to refine your sound and refine the fidelity of your sound, this is something that you really should check into. The only reason that I could imagine why you might not want to do this is if you're really looking for a vintage sound, the sound of a vintage guitar through a vintage amp. With some people use those old coil guitar chords because they have a certain sound to them. If that's what you're going for, this might be a little bit too clear and a little bit too present. But if you're really looking to upgrade your sound, I don't want to use the term 21st century, but I would definitely check into this because it makes everything cleaner, clearer, more fidelic. It's done wonders for my tone, just wonders. Again, my name is Tommy Bruner. You can read this review on premierguitar.com, and thank you for watching.